It's no secret I've had some questionable opinions about Sonic media. I mean, once I did put Sonic 06 at the #1 spot in one of my top 5 Sonic game lists. And whilst I am glad that no one has ever really jumped on me and harassed me for it, I can't help but feel really bad when Sonic tubers get dogpiled on for having an opinion about a certain Sonic game, like me with Sonic 06. So literally a week ago today, Matthasnocuts gave his thoughts on the Sonic and Shadow Generations trailer, and people decided to go and start throwing shade at him. You know, because that's what Sonic Twitter does. If you have a different opinion, you get dogpiled on. But whilst I don't really agree with Matt, because me personally, I think saying Sonic and Shadow Generations looks like Sonic Forces is a bit of a stretch, I will admit. But that doesn't mean I'm going to go and harass the guy because he doesn't like the way the Shadow stages look. If you know me in any Discord servers, specifically Needle Mouse's server, you know that I will jokingly dunk on you if you have an unpopular opinion in a friendly way. But I won't go and harass you because it's an opinion. At the end of the day, we are all allowed to have opinions on media we consume. It's just a rite of passage on the internet. Does Matt deserve to get all of Sonic Twitter on his back? No, he doesn't, because he's a chill guy. Is it fun to kind of poke fun at him for having a different opinion? Yeah, to a degree, but don't go as far as bordering on the lines of harassment and doxing. Not saying that doxing has happened in this instance, but sometimes it can happen. Of course, it's funny to go, Sonic fans look at the new Sonic game and say it looks like Forces, because it's a joke. Will it get overused, like people referring to Sonic Prime as Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse? Yeah, probably, because that's the way Sonic Twitter is. But saying stuff like, this guy is an idiot because he dislikes the way the shadow stages look is absolutely insane. What I will say is though, I definitely think Matt should have waited until we saw more of the gameplay for Sonic and Shadow Generations, because whilst yes, he does have a right to voice his opinions about the game, doing it straight after seeing one video of the shadow stages was definitely begging for some people criticizing him, because it was the first glimpse at what we should expect to see in the game. In fact, as of June 11th, Matt went back and gave his updated thoughts on watching the clips provided by Fadel. And whilst I'm still not exactly satisfied, I still think he's being a little bit overcritical of the levels in the game. I'm still happy that he was able to find some stuff that he does love about everything the game has to offer. I will literally go back to what I said during my Sonic 06 video from a month ago. Whenever someone has an opinion that is different from someone else's opinion, the entire community just jumps on them, tears them apart, harasses them, and honestly, it's disgusting. I love making Sonic content, I really do, but it is so demotivating seeing people get torn apart for the slightest differing opinion. It's a shame really, because literally the other day, there was videos from the Sonic Symphony in New York, and when they got to the Unleashed section, everyone shouted "Here we go" in time with Sonic, and it was really sweet. And it does go to show that it's really only the Twitter section of the community that is the toxic part of the fandom. And most Sonic fans in person are really humble and kind. And honestly, I can vouch. I've met quite a few Sonic fans in person, and they are genuinely down to earth and nice people. It just sucks that the Twitter part of the fandom gives the Sonic community a bad reputation. And hopefully, at some point, things do bottom out and people stop with the needless toxicity. It's probably never gonna happen, but it would be nice. And I will say, it's not everyone in the community, because there are nice people. I mean, I am friends with half of them, but I will admit that the people who harass people for their opinions know who they are, and I'm not going to name people because that's unfair, but I don't understand the problem with letting people have an opinion. If someone likes Sonic Heroes, what's the problem with that? Doesn't hurt you, does it? If someone likes Sonic Prime, there's no problem with that. It doesn't hurt you, does it? You see what I mean? The needless toxicity behind liking something as simple as Sonic Prime or Sonic Heroes is unnecessary. I don't like Sonic Colors Ultimate, but I won't go and harass people who do like it, because there are people who like it. I might not like it, but I'm not going to stop someone else from enjoying it because it doesn't affect me. I'm not going to bother with an end of video question, because honestly, it shouldn't be a question of whether harassing people for their opinions is good or bad. Of course it's bad. In fact, it's terrible. Someone shouldn't be made to feel bad because they simply enjoyed Sonic Prime, because they enjoyed the Knuckles series. I myself, having enjoyed both of those shows, I do find it somewhat disappointing that people like myself that enjoyed those shows are easy to pick on and bully because we like something that most would consider to be bad products or the worst pieces of of Sonic media. Is Sonic Prime undercooked in a few places? Yes, but it's not the worst piece of Sonic content. Is the Knuckles series undercooked? Yes, because nothing is perfect. Does that mean I deserve slandering because I'm quote-unquote defending what people think are bad products? Absolutely not, because at the end of the day, I am a human being who is entitled to my own opinions and should be free to express those opinions in whatever way I want online. If you're offended because you disliked Sonic Prime and Knuckles and someone likes both those shows, I am sorry. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but this community probably isn't for you. And of course, toxicity on this scale is not exclusive to the Sonic fandom. I mean, for God's sake, look at the Star Wars fandom. People in that community tear people apart for simply enjoying the Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones, and unfortunately, that'll probably continue to happen. It's also the same case with the Doctor Who fandom. People rip into each other because some people didn't like Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor, and some people do. At the end of the day, people have differing opinions, and if you're not prepared to suck it up and accept that, then I'm sorry, but clearly you are not ready for the internet, because everyone on here is bound to have a different opinion to you. With that being said though, thank you for making it to the end of the video. I'm sorry this one is a negative one, but it is a video that I've been thinking about making for quite a few weeks now. However, if this is the first video you have seen by me, and want to see more videos like Sonic trailer breakdowns, game reviews, occasional Sonic news, then do feel free to hit the like button and subscribe for future content, because most of the time, if I find something interesting, like the meaning behind a particular Sonic song, I will probably end up covering it. Also, be sure to check out my Ko-fi page. For $10 you can commission me to make renders of Sonic characters like Sonic, Silver, Shadow, and more. Since I don't really make any money from making YouTube videos, donating or commissioning me is one of the best ways to support what I do, and it is always greatly appreciated when someone does so. Also, be sure to join our community Discord server. We have an extremely accepting small community full of people who are amazing and will accept whatever opinion you have. There's a link in the description and in the pinned comment if you are interested in becoming a part of the discussion regarding the Blue Speed Mouse. With that being said though, keep on speeding and have an absolutely fantastic day.